Attack.
So, we started off with one of our biggest lifts, which was our deadlift. When we first started doing deadlifts, we were in the low. Don was in the low 2s. I was in the low 3s or so. No, I don't know.
Something like that. We both gained like hundreds of pounds or something.
Yeah, put on. But anyways, point being, we're going as heavy as we possibly can, but make sure you watch your form. And we warm up close to what we're working out with. And then we're switching to front squats, because when we do our deadlifts, we're working our glutes and our hamstrings, and our lower back, obviously. But since it is our lower body day, we're trying to balance it out by working front squats, which is going to focus on our quads.
And calves, especially if you lean forward.
Yeah, which you don't want to do.
And core.
Yeah.
And neck.
Well, deadlifts work your neck more than front squats do. It just feels more.
And grip.
Front squats. Anyways, so to go with our deadlifts, we're doing some side lateral raises. You'll see we're supersetting these. So we're doing higher reps on these. This is more of just a kind of getting a little bit of a pump for muscles we've already worked, because you're going to be working your traps and a little bit of your shoulders while you're doing deadlifts.
Strong enough so we can fly.
That's the plan.
Look at that transition. That's so
All right,
good.
and now we're doing the rear delt, the forgotten deltoid. This is just because we did the side delt basically, so we needed to fit this in somewhere.
He thinks this one's harder, but I think this one's easier.
This is definitely harder.
I don't know. I don't think so.
And again, this is also a little bit of a back exercise since we are working deadlifts. So this all just kind of goes together. Alright. And then here we are doing some calf raises.
Here in my garage.
We're doing some burnouts, which means you're just going till, you feel satisfied. It's not necessarily a failure, but
Knowledge.
So we started off with just doing a 30-pound dumbbell, but then we stepped up to the 45, and now that's basically all we have.
One time your mom opened the door while I was doing that.
Did it scare you?
No.
Okay.
I scared her.
Whatever you say, buddy. So obviously this is day 2. This is usually a Tuesday. Moving on to our upper body. So we're going to start off with our bench press. We did 3 sets of 3. We'll warm up all the way up to our working weight. And then we'll do 3 sets of 3. We're trying to go as heavy as we possibly can, and each week add on about 5 pounds or so.
One day I'm going to do a handstand, and he's going to bench press me.
One day.
One
All
day.
right, and then this is something that we started doing towards the end. We could get it off of our chest. Like, if we were maxing out, we could move the weight off our chest, and we could lock out with it, but the in-between was where we were struggling. So we started doing these to where we're just isolating that part that we were weaker on. I felt like it really helped.
I think it did too.
Yeah, and especially on trying to keep your form, because when you're trying to push through that mid spot is when you're really going to mess up your form. And then
Pull-ups.
we're doing the opposite. So we did our push movements, now we're doing our pull movements. So we're doing some pull-ups. Of course, you got to have that shirt off while you're doing pull-ups. There's just no other way.
This is why I like working at your house, man. Shirt off.
That's true. And then we got some bent over rows. Again, we're not going super heavy. Sometimes we would go, closer to 6 or 8 reps. But we try to keep it about the 12 range. Right through there. This is another just back exercise. We're not working on our arms a lot. We're more focusing on the torso, our chest, and our back. Alright, so day 3 we start off with squats. And squats are basically half our workout today on this day. So we're going to warm up all the way up, let's say, because I was squatting, when we started I was squatting like 185, 195 for 5, and then I got up to where I was doing like 275, and so we would warm up all the way up to about 225.
Such a great overall workout. Look at Clarence Kennedy.
Yeah.
What a monster.
Yeah, we're not quite there, because he would be warming up with like 495, and we were like...
I actually suck at squats.
Yeah.
I'm not... Yeah. I don't get parallel.
No, I'm just saying, like, compared to your bench press or whatever, like, you're benching almost what your bench press is.
And that shouldn't be what should be happening.
No. But that's okay.
I'm just a fucking Dorito.
That's why you don't want to squat in jeans. But, oh well. Okay, so this is basically the second half of our workout. So we did our squats, and that's all we do for our legs, other than calves and a little bit. So then we're going to switch to our heavy military press. Again, we'll warm up, and this is something we stopped doing for a little while. Don hits his face. Poop, right there. Anyways.
My retainer pops out, and I thought I lost a tooth.
So we're trying to load up the weight on this. When we started, we were doing like 85, 95 pounds, and then we got all the way up to 135. And then this is something we're trying to just throwing in. We need to work abs when we can. Again, we're powerlifting, so it's not necessarily a focus. But what we're doing is just 45 seconds, as many reps as you can do, not stopping. We'll do knee raises while the other person's doing crunches, and then we swap. We'll do 2 sets each. And this is not real time.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. And as you can see, the timer next to Dawn. So basically, once you hit that 30 second to 25 second mark, you're really going to be feeling it. And the whole point of it is just not to slow down. Just to keep going all the way through, power through, get those full 45 seconds.
That perfect form using my arms.
Yeah, you were kind of throwing them around. All right. And then I will never try to give advice on building calves, because I don't know where the hell mine went or if they were ever there. But
I see them.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It's like a freaking peach trying to roll through a leg.
A peach?
No, that was a bad analogy.
A leg? What's that?
Anyway, so going on to day 4. So we're working on our, not necessarily our accessory lifts, because basically we did 2 flat bench presses on our first upper body day. So now we're doing incline bench press here. We're not necessarily going for power. We'll do a couple power sets. Either we'll warm up and start heavy, or we'll work to getting heavy, to where we're going to the 5 or 6 rep range. But we try to keep it about in the 12 range, 10 to 12. But the more we got used to it, the more weight we started putting on and power we started putting to it. And now we're trying to focus on that inner chest and those triceps. So we're doing some close grip. And I know what you're probably thinking, like, that's not very close. Well, I bench wide, so I don't go as narrow on my close grip. As we kept going,
I think that's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I could be closer, but I'd rather put on more weight and be able to do it and not have to stop because of my wrist, because the more narrow you go, the more stress you're going to be putting on your wrist. And as you can see, my left arm is just not keeping up with my right. It's something I've struggled with this entire time while we're powerlifting. We don't have heavy dumbbells, so we kind of just had to make do. But that's okay. And then again, we're doing some pull-ups. Basically, this is a repeat of our first day, because when it comes to back, we're just trying to get the main workout, or the main lifts. So we're doing our pull-ups, and then here in a second, we're doing our bent over rows. We're not trying to get isolation movements. Those all are big compound movements.
Yeah, I like pull-ups.
Yeah, you hate bent over rows though.
Yeah.
So again, trying to put on some weight, but we're not trying to go only like 5 reps or so. It's real easy to cheat on bent over rows.
Yeah, some people do like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Like more than you and I could deadlift, and they just bend over.
Anyways, steroids. Okay, so this is our last day. This is our cardio day. This is what we skipped 3 out of 4 days a month.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we're switching our grip, trying to focus on those biceps with the pull-ups, because we've been focusing on the lats for the rest of the week. And then dips, same way. So we're focusing on the triceps, obviously, because it's more of a tricep workout.
We need to do more dips, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, we've been doing them quite a bit recently.
Yeah.
But again, trying to put on that power, and then a lot of the time, we'll just kind of mess around, and we'll see how much weight we can put on ourselves. So we'll put a 45 and a 25 and just bump out a few reps, because that's all we can get. But we're trying to just overloading those triceps on how much weight you can do. The big thing on these is do not go below parallel. It puts a lot of stress on your elbow, or maybe your shoulder, one of the two. Don't know, but I know it's bad for you, so don't do that. Alright, and then here's Dawn.
We're fake natties, by the way.
Again, if I was this skinny and a fake natural, I would just stop working out.
Why don't we just both stop working out?
Because working out's good for you. This is supposed to be a supportive channel. Anyways, so this is our second, compound movement for our shoulders. We're doing military press with the dumbbells. We only have 30-pound dumbbells. So we're going for that 12 to 15 rep range and just kind of busting them out. Just enough to get a pump. I mean, obviously we could keep going, but there's not really much point.
Let's just drink and smoke right now.
Let's not. Don't do that, guys.
We earned it.
No, stay sober. Sobriety is better. Anyways, and then here's our skull crushes. You could do them with the dumbbell, or you can do them with an easy curl bar, or just do them with the regular straight bar. But I prefer dumbbells because you can go a little deeper. But the big thing is, pay attention to your elbows. It starts pulling too much. Stop. Don't push it on there. Nobody cares how much you can do on skull crushers. So
I care.
nobody does. Anyways, and then we've got some straight bar curls or some easy curl bar curls. I don't know if that's right or not. But again, we're not going super heavy on these. Sometimes we'll only get about 8 reps, but we're trying to push for that 12 range. This is more of a bodybuilding motion than it is a powerlifting motion. Again, you don't want to pull anything on these lifts. This is just accessories to help with your other lifts, like your pull-ups and your bent over reps.
It's better pull something than fail a rep.
That's
Remember
a lie.
that.
No, just fail.
Fail.
That's how we'll end it. Just fail. So this has been Basically Fit. This is what we did for about 3 months. Hope you guys like it. Like, share, and subscribe.
Or don't. Don't do it.
Or don't. We don't really care. I mean, I care a little bit. I wouldn't lie. You're already on Snapchat.
What?